Hello, so today I will explain the question number 8 of page 47. So here we have two functions, the qx and qy. And the first question, we have to find the four partial Riemann derivative. So first we will derivating the px from the qx function, and we will get -2, and we will derive in the py from the qx function, and we will get 1. So we will derive in the px from the qy function, and we will get +1, and last is py from the qy function. We will get -1, right? Yes. So this is the four partial Riemann derivative, and next B is what the relationship between the two. Are they competitor, or neither? So let's see to the cross price, which is the dqx y is +1, and dx also +1. Since both of them are positive, it means when the price of one product is increased, the demand of other product also increase. So they are substitutes or competitors. In other words, they are competitive product. So this is my explanation. Thank you.
Hello, I will explain question number 2 on page 61. Here we have a function z equals 16x plus 30y minus x to the power of 2 minus 3y to the power of 2 minus xy. The question is, we have to find the stationary point. In order to find the stationary point, we have to first find the first order partial derivatives. The partial derivative of z with respect to x is z 16x minus 16 minus 2x minus y, and the partial derivative of z with respect to y is 30 minus xy minus x. After that, we find the stationary point by setting both the partial derivatives to equal to 0. From the first function, we can get y equals 16 minus 2x. This is a third function. From this function, we substitute this third function into the second function. We have 30 minus 6 times 16 minus 2x minus x equals 0. Now we solve this function. From this we get x equals 6. Now we want to find y using the third function. Now we have y, which is 4, and then we get the stationary point, which is 6 and 4. After that, we want to find the second order partial derivatives. Now we found the second order partial derivatives of x, y, and xy. After this, we use the second derivative test or the Hessian determinant. Which is b equals z. Now we just insert these second order partial derivatives into this formula. From this, we find that the Hessian determinant is 11. Now we have found the stationary point and the Hessian determinant. Because the Hessian determinant is 11, which is over 0, and is under 0, which is -2. This means that the function is a relative maximum at 6 and 4. Turn.
Hello everyone, my name is Hikmat Kurnia. Today we'll be solving a problem from Kalang's book, chapter 19, page 93, from number 8. We are given function for types and the total cost function or TC as follow. We have a demand function Tx and Qy, and we have a TC. What is as are the price, the quantities of goods, and the maximum profit. To find a maximum profit, we'll ask the formula P Gr minus TC. Initial step to express all function in terms of price Px determine the price Px and Pa, that maximum profit. To find optimal price, we'll first construct the profit function P, and then use partial derivative device to locate its peak. Step 1, we have to finding the total revenue GR function. Since we don't have a direct GR function in terms of price, we derive in from basic definition GR Px Qx plus Y times next we substitute the given demand function from Qx and Qy into the GR formula. Next, we multiply each term within the parentheses. Next, we combine like terms. Step 2, Finding to total cost function in terms of Px, Pa. Since the initial TC function is given in terms of Qx and Qy, we needed to express it in terms of Px and Pa. This is done by substituting the demand function for Qx and Qy back into the TC function. Next, we distribute combine like terms. Next, TC. Here we have done to find TR function and TC function. Next, step 3. Finding the profit P function. Having derived TR and TC term of price, next we can define to profit function by subtracting TC from TR. Next, P. Next, we remove parentheses and combine like terms of to simplify the profit function. Next, step 4. Finding optimal prices to maximize profit. Next, we set the partial derivatives of P with respect to Px and Py equal to 0. This will give us a system of equation that we can solve the optimal values of Px and Py. We have two equations. Next, we solve the system of two linear equations from equation 1. We can express PA. Next, substitute this expression for PA into equation 2. Next, we find the value of PA. Next, choose the price that maximus profit are Px. We have a next to the solving B. To find the quantities of good that maxim profit, next we will substitute the optimal prices Px and Py we found into the original demand function for each good. Negative quantity in economic indicate that under this condition product X would likely not be produced of a sort. For Qy, the answer here. Therefore, the quantities of goods that maximum profit are X minus 513 and Qy is 913. This is the quantities of goods. Next, to find the maximum profit, we will substitute the optimal price Px and Py into the profit function P that we constructed earlier. Here, P Next, we equalize our all denominators to 13 quartet is 13 quartet is 169, and sum the numerators and the numerators b and here P is the answer means the answer is 39 and 169. Next, we simplify the fraction here by defining both the numerator and the denominator by their greatest common division, which is 13. The answer is 3 and 13. To decimal, the answer is 0.2 and 3. That's answer to C. The maximum profit is 0.23.
Next, I will tell you about number 6 in the book of Nicholas, chapter 11, number 6, page 356 until 357. The question is, assert manufacturer has the following total revenue or TR and total cost TC function, and then the number of TR is this, the minus 0.003 to the power of 2 plus 20Q, and the number of the TC is minus 0.002 to the power of 2 minus 1.5Q plus 3000. And then next I will show you, or I will tell you about the how to make this question can solve. First is we find the P of the Q. So the formula is PQ equal by TR minus TC. First is we input the TR to down here. So the TR is this, and minus by the number of TC, and the TC is here. So we solve this number. First is minus 0.003 Q to the power of 2 is minus 0.002 Q to the power of 2. So the answer is minus 0.001 Q to the power of 2 plus 20Q minus 1.5Q. So the answer is plus 21.5Q, and the 3000 is put here, is the answer is minus 3000. So the PQ is minus 0.001Q to the power of 2 plus 21.5Q minus 3000. The first question is 2000 third the profit maximizing quantity of production? If so, why? And if not, what should the firm do to increase profit? Okay, next is the first question. Is Q is 2000 profit maximum? So to find the profit maximum Q, take the derivative of the profit function and set it to 0. So the first formula is dP divided by dQ. So the answer is minus 0.001Q plus 21.5. After this, we set it to 0 like this, minus 0.001Q plus 21.5. Okay, next after this, we move the Q to the left side like this, and then make the number of this is divided like this. Oh, wrong. Like this. So the answer of this is 2150. So this is not 2000, it's the profit maximizing. The firm should be produce 2150 shirts to maximize the profit. Next is the B question. The B question is, what is the profit if the Q is 2000? We know this, the Q is 2000. So what should we do is use the 2000 to this formula. So the Q is 2000, and then we insert the number. Then the number is 0 and minus 0.005. The Q is 2000 to the power of 2 plus 21.5, and then insert the 2000 in here, and then minus 3000. And if you ask the question, why is this is 0.005, this is the up here is minus, but in here we have plus because we use the profit function. So we have this number. So the answer is minus 20,000 plus 43,000, and then minus by 3,000. So So the answer is 20,000. So if the Q is 2,000, the profit is $20,000. Next is the C question. I will erase this one. So the C question is maximum profit at Q if the Q is 2,150. So we use this formula too. V 2,150. We use the minus 0.005. The Q is 2,150 to the power of 2 plus 21.5 times 2,150 minus 2,000. So the answer is minus 23,112.5 plus by 46,225 minus by 2,000. So the answer is 20,112.5. So this is the explanation for me. If the A question, the maximum is 2,150. The B, if the Q is 2,000, the answer is 20,000. And the Q is 250,000, the answer is 20 and 112.5 dollars. Open dong.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Today I will explain the solution to answer the question number 30 in Kalangi book, page 95, which is about maximizing a utility function under a budget constraint using a Lagrange method. We are given this utility function and this constraint function. The question is, what values of x and y will maximize the utility function u? First, we have to write the utility function as we have to write the utility function as f x y become 16x min 26y min x squared min y squared, and the constraint function as gxy, 3x plus 4y equal 26, and we set equal to 0 like this. We have this equation. Next, so we build the Lagrangian function L x y lambda f x y plus lambda g and then we substitute the fxy and gxy. Plus lambda next, we take the partial derivatives with respect to x, y, and lambda. First, with respect to x, do L per do x 16 minus 16 minus 2x and minus 3 lambda, and next to y, do to y 26 minus 2y minus 4 lambda. Last, with 2 lambda, do L do lambda 26 minus 3x minus 4y. From these partial derivatives, we set 3 derivatives to 0. 16 minus 2x minus 3 lambda equals 0. Minus 26 minus 2y minus 4 lambda equals 0, and 26 minus 3x minus 4y equals 0. From first equation, we have 2x equal 16 minus 3 lambda, or x equals 8 min 3/2 lambda, and from this we have 2y equal minus 26 minus 4 lambda, and y equals minus 13 minus 2 lambda. We substitute this expression into constraint equation. The constraint equation 3x plus 4y equals 26, and we substitute x and y. 3 8 minus 3/2 lambda plus 4 minus 13 minus 13 min 2 lambda. lambda equals 26. Next we simplify. 3 times 8, 24. 9 over 2 lambda minus 52 minus 8 lambda equals 26. Combine like terms become minus 25 over 2 lambda equals 45. And lambda is minus 108 over 25. We get the lambda. Next we find the value of x and y. Use this lambda. We substitute the lambda to the expression for x. X equal 8 minus lambda 8 minus 3 over 2 lambda the result is 8 plus 162 over 25. The result 14.48. We get the x, next the y. We find the value of y. Substitute the lambda into expression for y. Y equals minus 13. Ya Allah. Minus 13 minus 2 lambda minus 13 minus 2 minus 13 plus 216 over 25. Y minus minus 109 over 25. And y is minus 4.36. Oh, sorry, 36.
Yeah. So the maximum value of the function occurs at approximately x equal 14.48 and y equals minus 4.36. Although the y is negative and it's impossible, but this is the mathematically valid solution based on the Lagrange method. Thanks for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.